I know I said I wasn't going to broadcast anymore, but here we are. I'm just going to broadcast this tutorial video on Share Factory because some people had questions about how I'd edited my videos in the past. So let's get started. All right. So do you want to? And we have a guest on the line today. Do you want to
Hello,
introduce yourself?
everyone. It's me, Black Terror, actually. Um, yeah, I'm actually kind of thinking about doing like montages, different clips that I randomly just don't. Sorry, I'm kind of a little sick. That my nose is like plugged up, so
It's okay. That'll be fine.
like montages, just like the random clips from like Apex, Siege, Modern Warfare, because like literally there was one time that like I actually pulled a few what's it called? On Siege. There's a one no, actually today on Apex's stream, like I said, there was actually a I was actually that was my first kill leader person with 5 kills. Um and against Siege there were a few good times.
Okay. Well, let's get started on this. The interface. Are you watching the video? Are you able to see it?
Yes.
Okay. So there are. This is the
What?
main. This is the.
Okay.
You got to get off.
Yeah.
Oh, how much time do you have?
Like right now, I'm just trying to find some. I'm just trying to download stuff, but I'll still watch your thing.
Okay, so come on,
Bye.
stop doing that. All right, so a new project. You'll see here. There's basically four things that are here. There's new project, my last project, my gallery, and my projects. Now, if you've never made a project, then and this is under videos. There's different types of projects you can create. You can create photos, you can create videos, you can create animated GIFs. There's all kinds of things that you can create here on this. So if you haven't ever had a project in the past, then this is the last. This is your last project, but it'll probably not have anything here if you've never created anything. So the Share Factory is pretty easy to use. And what is Share Factory? Let's just go over what that is. Share Factory is a video editing system, so you can take your saved clips and turn them into semi-professional looking clips. So my last project is this one, and I'll open it and you guys can see it. So I won't go through the whole project, but this is actually let's open a different project. So I want to open this one. I think that's no, that's not this one. It is. It's here somewhere. Here, this one, I guess. No. All right, I'm trying to find the one that is my primary, but it looks like I might have used it accidentally. Okay, so that's a problem. Anyway, this we'll go with this one because this is got my effects at the beginning. So when you jump into a project, this is the project editing screen, and I'll show you a timeline view, and you get a plus, a minus. You get R3 is 1x, and um, you can switch between various tracks on the bottom of the screen. So there's actually two tracks. There's two tracks, two video tracks. Well, I don't know if it's actually two video tracks, but there's two tracks, and there's an audio track that you can add on top. Um, and as you move, if you use your right stick, you'll move through editing the video. And so this is the editor here on the bottom, and these are the clips. Each of these little boxes here is a clip. And so when you string these clips together, it'll play as a video, right? So you can do all kinds of things with stringing projects together. Let me pull a different project in so you can see uh, more precisely. Okay, I guess I did never save that as its own project, but I'll come back to this. Okay, so this is my basically little intro here, and if you press the um, the big center button on your joypad, your gamepad, your controller, it will play, and you can scrub with it just by moving your finger on that part of the the pad. The pad basically is a finger mover. So as you put your finger and move it back and forth, it'll move across these clips like this, and it's pretty simple and easy. And this is just sort of a basic sort of movement thing. You can also move it with the right stick. So if you're moving the right stick, it'll also do the same thing. But this scrubbing gives you a little bit more fine grained maneuver. So if you're trying to get, into a specific second, you can very easily move it very small amounts. But with and you can sort of do that with the joystick, but it's a little harder with the joystick. The joystick allows you to move definitely much faster. So you can see how this is working like this. This is my Mischief Night video that I put up a while back. So you guys can see exactly how it goes together. And what I'll show you here is there's all kinds of different stuff you can do once you insert a video clip. And I'll actually do a right now I'm just trying to show you the intro of how this sort of works. And I'll create a video and you guys can see how the video works. But this is how um, these clips string together. And as they string together, you'll see there's this little thing here with the little sort of horizontal, um, well, it's like two arrows pointing together, or a horizontal hourglass, right? It looks like a horizontal hourglass. Um, and there's also this FX. You can see that it says FX here on these. That means that there's an FX on this video. There's some kind of FX on it. You don't know what the FX is until you go in and start editing, but you can definitely place effects on the videos. And you can also place transitions. The transitions will like this transition is a transition to white. It's a fade to white, and then it fades back into this black here. Okay, you'll be back on tomorrow. Okay. So anyway, I'm just kind of going over the basics of this, and I'll if you guys are interested in more of how this application works, it's actually pretty decent. It's a pretty decent editor. It's much better than what's on the Xbox. The Xbox editor is horrible by comparisons. This one's actually a very decent editor. It's not the perfect editor. I mean, if you really want a great editor, you use a PC. But if you're trying to put something together pretty quick, and you just want to get it out, this is actually a pretty decent editor. So you can do a lot with it. Oh, when will I be on tomorrow? I don't know exactly. Um, what time will you be on? Just let me know when you're on, and I can be on around the same time. So if that's like 6 p.m. my time, then or I think you're California time. So just let me know what time you'll be on, and then I can be on around that time. Sorry, there's comments coming into the chat, so I'm answering the chat comments. In case you're wondering and you're not watching the chat, I don't have the chat on the screen. In fact, maybe I could do that right now on the editor, because this isn't a video game, and I can have the chat on the screen with this, so it's fine since it's not really a video game. Give me a second, and I will set that up. All right. So yeah, now that the comments are on the right side of the screen. Yeah, just let me know when you will be on, and I will try to be on at the same time. Okay, so this is my Mischief Night typical video. This is when Mischief Night was going, and this was the Halloween event in Fallout 76. Yeah, so I could be on around 6 or 7 p.m. That's fine. I could do that, and then I can see you then, and we can talk more about this. But I'll go ahead and leave this video online after it gets done, and that way you can watch it. But I'll go ahead and continue onward with this tutorial, so we can understand better how to use this application in the in the uh, in the chat, or in the app. So let's continue onward. The bottom part of this that you're seeing that it's moving back and forth, this is called the timeline. And you'll see it right there on the upper right. It says timeline view. So that's what this is. This is the timeline. And this is basically how all video editors really function. Is they have this timeline that goes here all the way, with all of your video content. And so let me just show you what I did here with FX. Or with this. So this is my intro all the way up to right here at the end of this, where this transition to white is. So this is my intro. So let's press it and watch the intro. All right. So that was the intro, and those are two videos that are sandwiched together with some effects. So that's how this works. Is two videos, and basically they're edited very specifically together, so they produce that intro. So then we also have this screen, which is this little intro, which basically shows you the Mischief Night opening screen that tells you a little about it. Here's a successful run through of Mischief Night. There's only a little bit of lag. And then I have the lag button sort of swirling around, and that's an effects. That's the FX that's on this one. So when you come over into this part, this is actually the main video. So as you can see, I can scrub through this main video with my right stick. And as I'm moving through it, you can see the video moving forward further and further in. So this is basically my edited or my unedited video dropped in here. So as you do this, this is the whole video, and when it comes to the end of this segment, there's an effects here, and I also put some text up on the screen so you can see this text that comes up. And then it transitions into this purple segment here, which what I did was this is a fast forward segment, which basically runs at 4 times the speed because it was so long and slow. I just sped it up, and so then we transition back into the 1x speed again, and now we can move on to the final segment of the Halloween event. And so then we come all the way through here. This is the Halloween, and I also put some text up here and there, like there's this text that's here and some text that's here, so you can overlay text on the screen. There's other things you can do as well. You can put decals on the screen. You can put other images. You can import your own images as well. I don't and your images can be like PNG and stuff, and so they can be transparent. So when you lay them on top of your image, they will be transparent with every place except for wherever you wanted it to be opaque. So you can load all these in yourself. And again, this is basically the end of the video, and it fades in. It sort of fades out, and then into this Skywalk's Gaming, and then that's the end of the video. And so this is the whole video, and this is the timeline of just the video segment. Now we're just looking at the video segment here, and the video segment does have audio, so you're going to have the audio segment that goes with the video, and that's all separate. And so what I try to do is when I'm recording videos, what are the yellow clip icon and music? Okay, so yeah, this is the primary. This is number 1. So if you see on the bottom, I can't really move my mouse or anything over to point at it, but there's in the bottom left, there's a little picture frame that says 1, and then a yellow one a blue one that's 1, and a red one that's 2, and then a music note. And these are separate tracks, and to get to these tracks, you press the L3 button, and it will cycle through them. And there isn't a number 2 track. The number 2 track is I'm not sure exactly what the number 2 track is specifically, but I think you can add a second video track on. I haven't ever really added the second video track, but I think it's that you can fade between the 2 video tracks if you want, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. I think I have to add a plus. Yeah, right now the only two tracks I have are this and the audio track. Um, Let me see if I do X. So on the bottom, the very very bottom, there is, and these change contextually based on where you are in the editing mode. So right now I'm still editing the video track, and you see there's a X for plus and square for a tool and circle for undo. I think that's undo or return. And then there's R2, and then there's the trackpad, and then there's all these other ones that go all the way off to the right. Plus, the options button is a save or a save project, export, that kind of stuff. We'll come back to those. That's what you do after it's all done. But yes, it looks like you can create a separate track. Let me see if I can figure out how to get into it. I think it's with plus. So add a clip and music, add track 2. Okay, so this is where you do it. If you click the plus or the X button, which gives you a plus, which means add something new. So the plus means you're going to add something new to the timeline. So if I do that, I can go over here and add track 2. And track 2 is this track 2 is actually for video from your camera. And so it's really, I was hoping it was going to be another video track, but it's not. It's actually video from your camera. And if you have the PlayStation camera turned on, then you can see it right there. My camera is turned on, but it's just pointed at the ground, so all you're seeing is just like the carpet. Um, uh, okay, have a great night. Head out to bed. So basically, the second track, the yellow track, is basically just for video commentary. So you can cut back and forth between your own video commentary with the video and whatever's going on in your primary track. So that's really what the yellow track is for video. I was hoping it would be an actual video track, but it isn't. It's like picture in picture where um, you can have your picture on top of the other one. I'm not sure exactly how it works. I think you have to add it on. Let's record a little bit of a segment of this, of just what's going on in the background there. I don't really care. So we'll do record video. Blah, 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 blah. Done. Recording some video. Done. All right. All right. Now we got the yellow track. And it's right here. And okay, so there is picture in picture, so it does look like that. Um, so let me go back to, let me click back and we'll go, actually, yeah, let's go back. Okay, so now you can see there's picture in picture on the upper corner of the recorded video of myself. And you can move that placement of that video around, I believe. It doesn't have to be in the upper right corner. It can be anywhere you want it to be. So that's what the yellow track is for recording your camera. If you have a video camera that's hooked up to your PS4, other than the standard PS4 camera, the cylinder or the square camera, whichever one you have, um, you can use that camera if you really like it. But I believe you can also hook up other types of cameras that are maybe better than that one, if you want to have better picture-in-picture um, kind of stuff. So here now I can edit this. Uh, all right, so I'm editing the yellow clip. So now I need to move clip. I think this is going to move it. Okay, let me see. I haven't done this second track before, so I don't have to putz with it just a little. I think it's not edited, not move clip. It's I think it's under edit track. Nope, not there. Edit overlays. It's not pan and zoom. I know that. I thought it would be here. And maybe it is. Oh, pip layout. Here it is. Okay, so you can here it is. You can um, top right, bottom left, top left, center, offset, side by side, full screen, or swivel. I'm not sure exactly what all these do, but you can certainly drop into them and change them.